$10, now it becomes $20, which is even. What's really cool about Giving Hearts Day is we have a Williston collaborative. So a bunch of us nonprofits get together and we support each other with Giving Hearts Day and just figuring out the software and what everyone's doing to market for us and putting on different events, which is super cool that it's not competition, it's collaborative and just wanting to do good for the Williston community.
More with Hannah coming up next.
Basin Concrete Trucking and Rental extends our heartfelt gratitude to our 7,000 members for their unwavering dedication. Dispatch to our front office, your commitment to delivering outstanding customer service and providing top-notch equipment ensures our customers receive nothing but the best. To you, amazing customers, we thank you for choosing Basin for your oil field, trucking, rental, hydrovac, crane, and hot oil needs. Your trust in us drives our continuous drive for excellence. With over 4 decades of experience, Basin has been a trusted provider of oil field and non-oil field trucking, diverse rental equipment, and specialized services. We are committed to offering unparalleled reliability in our people, our services, and our equipment. Join our team of trustworthy individuals with integrity at our. As Basin's workload grows, we actively seek applicants for all positions. Don't hesitate. Join the best team today. Connect with us on Facebook. Apply at basintrucking.com or simply call 701-774-3085. You can also visit us at 932nd Avenue Southwest, right here in Williston. Basin Concrete Truck and Rental is proud to be equal opportunity employer.
Now part 2 of our conversation with Hannah from Springbrook Bible Camp.
So folks might be listening to the radio today, Hannah, and they might be wondering about Springbrook Bible Camp. This is one of those deals where you look at it and you go, you know, the kids are saying, oh, there's nothing to do. There is plenty to do, especially out at Springbrook Bible Camp. Tell me, maybe about how many kids we have coming in out there and maybe what the new season looks like.
Yeah, this is going to be our 80th summer, so we're planning to go all out for it. Which means we're adding some new camps. We're adding a band camp, and we have an arts camp where we have a local woodworker that's going to come teach the kids how to do woodworking. But this summer, last summer we got around 500 kids, hoping to increase that this summer. It's 8 weeks of summer camp, and kids either come for a day or up to a full week, depending on what grade they're entering into. And it's just right along the Springbrook Epping Dam. So it's just our little paradise on the prairie, just 20 minutes outside of Williston.
Oh, exactly. And the nice thing about it, you have the dorms set up out there. Everything is set up perfectly to accommodate the kids and whatnot. You have the river, you have the dam out there with water and whatnot. And, for folks that maybe are not familiar with the camp, once you come up over the hill and you kind of see exactly what you have to work with and what's going on, it is really pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah. If you would just drive by it, you wouldn't even know it's there. So, yeah, how you said, going down that hill, you enter into kind of your own little bubble away from the rest of the world. And it's really just a reset to spend time in community and creation and with the Lord. There's nothing like it. Obviously, I'm very biased, but it's so sweet just to have kids that get to step away from electronics and get to interact with their peers and go play in the mud, go on the zip line.
Exactly, go fishing and go jump in the water and go and just roast marshmallows and just talk.
Thank you for listening, and join us again on City Scene right here on 660 Keys News Radio.
660 Keys News Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi. The February 5th NBA trade deadline is looming. Could Giannis Antetokounmpo be one of the players on the move? Following the Bucks' 4th loss in 5 games and 3rd in a row by at least 18 points, Giannis did not hold back in his criticism. He said the Bucks aren't playing hard, they're not doing the right things, not playing to win, not playing together, and guys are being selfish. Everyone around the league has an eye on Milwaukee, explains ESPN NBA insider Brian Windhorst.
Giannis is hard on the record, very firmly on the record that he will not ask for a trade. I got that. I understand. The Bucks are on the record. Doc Rivers has said we are not trading him. Those things are out there. I am not disputing those statements. I am not calling them not true. But I'm telling you, the entire NBA is circled around them right now. And if it's not teams who want to trade for Giannis in the next 2 weeks, the deadline is 2 weeks from today, it's teams that know that if there's a Giannis trade, that there's going to be offshoots of it. And that's just the truth. Teams believe that this is going to end in a divorce, and probably sooner rather than later.
Brian Windhorst on ESPN's First Take. Warriors visit the Mavericks tonight, 7 Eastern ESPN Radio. Golden State is 8th in the West. Dallas is a game and a half out of the final play-in spot. 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey and 4 quarterbacks, the Rams' Matt Stafford, Patriots' Drake May, Jaguars' Trevor Lawrence, and Buffalo's Josh Allen, finalists for NFL MVP. Cowboys agreed to a deal to hire Eagles passing game coordinator and secondary coach Christian Parker as their new defensive coordinator. The Buccaneers hired former Falcons offensive coordinator Zach Robinson as their new OC. A lawyer for former Michigan football coach Sharon Moore filed a motion today to have home invasion and other charges against him dismissed. He was fired in December for having a personal relationship with a woman who was a football staff member, as well as for lying during the investigation. That hearing is slated for February.
It's 2026, not 2006. Your antivirus shouldn't feel like a dial-up. WebRoot Essentials protects your new and old devices without slowing them down. It scans 6 times faster, uses 33 times less space, and is ranked #1 against Norton, McAfee, basically all the usual suspects. And right now, you can get an exclusive 60% off when you go to webroot.com/offer. Lock in the smarter, lighter, faster protection your devices deserve, and get WebRoot Essentials today. That's webroot.com/offer for 60% off.
Tell you all about the Civil War on our cash. The free report you can receive a copy of by contacting Swiss America 800-289-2646. I'd also like to encourage you to subscribe to their podcast on YouTube. Just search Swiss America Trading. The podcast will provide you a ton of vital information and financial news. Challenging and uncertain time we're in. Subscribe today to learn more about BRICS, industry news, and their market predictions for the future, along with what you might expect to see in terms of precious metal performance in the weeks and months ahead. This is 2 Data Rates Family.
If it's news that matters to you, Mike Reuter will keep you up to date on the latest on your drive home with the Mondag Afternoon News on 660 Keys News Radio. 660 Keys News Radio weather.
An extreme cold warning continues. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times this afternoon. Daytime highs approaching 5 below. Winds out of the north 10 to 20 miles an hour. Lows go down to about 30 below tonight, mainly clear skies. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 15 below. Dry and much warmer Saturday and Sunday with highs near 0. I'm staff meteorologist Derek Height. Right now, 13 below.
660 Keys News Radio.
From ABC News, Wall Street now. After U.S. President Donald Trump and European leaders helped ease fears over geopolitical conflicts over talks for Greenland, stocks rose for a second straight day. The Dow closing ahead 306 points, the Nasdaq up 211, and the S&P gaining 37 points. While the Dow now moves for a positive weekly rise of 0.1%, the other 2 major U.S. indexes are in the red, with the S&P and Nasdaq each falling 0.4% this week. During an interview at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Amazon CEO Andy Jassy says some products could see a slight increase due to tariffs on goods imported into the U.S., but that the company is working with distributors and sellers to keep prices, quote, as low as possible. McDonald's looks to spice up their menu with a new hot honey sauce. The company is saying the new sweet and spicy condiment will be available starting January 27. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
The region's trusted source for news and information. The Mondag Afternoon News on 660 Keys News Radio.
This is Kendall at Ray Farmers Union Elevator with the closing grain market report for January 22nd. The Minneapolis March future closed at 573, up 10. Our local 14 protein spring wheat closed up 10 at 520. The Kansas City March future closed at 525, up 6. Our local 12 protein winter wheat closed up 6 at 386. Our local choice durum closed unchanged at 590. Terminal unchanged at 570. Canola up 8 at 1941. Yellow peas unchanged at 535. Prices are subject to change. That's the closing market brought to you courtesy of Ray Farmers Union Elevator and Q660.
That tractor has a radio in it. Keep it here for the latest news and information with the growing Harvest Ag Network and 660 Keys News Radio. 660 Keys News Radio weather.
An extreme cold warning continues. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times this afternoon. Daytime highs approaching 5 below. Winds out of the north 10 to 20 miles an hour. Lows dip down to about 30 below tonight, mainly clear skies. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 18 below. Dry and much warmer Saturday and Sunday with highs near 0. I'm staff meteorologist Derek Height. Right now, 13 below.
Here is the Mondack Afternoon News on 660 Keys News Radio.
It's the Mondack Afternoon News for Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. I'm your host, Mike Ruder. It's our top local story. District 1 Representative Dave Richter announced he will seek re-election to the North Dakota House, where he has represented Williston since 2019. We'll give you the details coming up next.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump says his Board of Peace aims to see Gaza demilitarized, properly governed, and rebuilt.
We have 59 countries that are involved in peace in the Middle East. Many of them not in the Middle East. They're near the Middle East, but they're not in the Middle East.
The board, approved by the UN Security Council, will oversee the ceasefire between the Palestinian militant group Hamas and Israel. Speaking today at a signing ceremony for the board in Davos, Switzerland, with its inaugural members, Trump said the board has a chance to be one of the most consequential bodies ever created. He said once the board is up and running, it will be able to do anything it wants. A polar vortex is expected to bring brutally cold temperatures to 2/3 of the country by Sunday. More from Mark Mayfield.
Temperatures are dropping below zero in some areas, and strong gusty winds are creating life-threatening wind chills. Extreme cold warnings and watches are in effect across the northern plains and the upper Midwest. Wind chills could drop well below zero. The Arctic air is forecast to stretch from Texas to the east coast starting Friday and lasting through the weekend.
Vice President J.D. Vance is scheduled to visit Minneapolis today as tensions remain high there over ongoing immigration operations. Vance is expected to meet with local leaders and community members and take part in a roundtable discussion. The Supreme Court may be siding with a governor of the Federal Reserve who was fired by President Trump. More from Rory O'Neill.
The justices heard arguments in the case involving last summer's firing of Lisa Cook. The Fed governor was dismissed over allegations of mortgage fraud. Based on questions posed by the justices during Wednesday's oral arguments, court observers said even the conservative justices seemed skeptical. Trump has the authority to remove Cook. Cook has remained on the job during the legal challenges.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Welcome back to the Mondack Afternoon News. It's the Mondack Afternoon News for Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. I'm your host, Mike Ruder. It's our top local story. Target Corporation will open a more than 134,000 square foot store at Williston Square, marking the retailer's first location in western North Dakota and 6th statewide. District 1 Representative Dave Richter announced he will seek re-election to the North Dakota House, where he has represented Williston since 2019. Richter serves on the Appropriation Committee's Education and Environment Divisions and chairs the Interim Special Education Committee. He's a retired educator and has focused on K-12 and higher education, energy, agriculture, and behavioral health in his time in Bismarck. He cited recent legislative efforts that is delivering funding for Williston area infrastructure, education, and healthcare, along with income and property tax relief as accomplishments during his tenure. In the announcement for his bid for re-election, Richter said he wants to continue work on school funding, housing, and daycare. North Dakota lawmakers are considering 7 bills during this week's special legislative session. Governor Armstrong called the legislature back to the Capitol to get a head start on divvying funding from the Rural Health Transformation Program. The agenda was narrowed from 18 bills submissions down to 7 before the start. Among the bills, lawmakers are considering a $10 million loan program to save Jacobson Memorial Hospital and 2 competing bills to provide free meals at schools. The legislature is hoping to get through all the bills within the 3-day time frame. 2 former North Dakota State basketball stars are in a legal battle in federal court. Ben Woodside, NDSU's all-time leading scorer in men's basketball, and Ray Qualivon are suing NDSU Hall of Famer Brady Lipp over failed investments in a youth sports fundraising startup. Woodside and Qualivon say they paid more than $500,000 apiece to Rara Solutions in November 2023, but the money was spent on salaries and expenses unrelated to the company. Lipp allegedly brokered the deal between the duo and Rara in September of 2023. Woodside and Quavalog are suing for the full $1 million investment plus interest and attorney's fees. A dispute over how federal grazing laws apply to privately owned bison has resurfaced in Montana. The Bureau of Land Management is proposing to revoke American Prairie's grazing privileges for bison on about 63,500 acres of federal land in northeastern Montana, citing new interpretation of the 1934 Taylor Grazing Act that excludes bison from the definition of livestock. American Prairie called the move arbitrary and unfair, while Governor Forte praised it as a win for ranchers in the rule of law. The proposal, which can be appealed, reverses earlier BLM decisions that allowed bison grazing and has drawn both support and criticism from ranchers, conservation groups, and legal experts. A Montana woman is facing a hefty fine after getting caught feeding multiple black bears on her family's property. The Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Department says Lucretia Medina of Helena is being ordered to pay $4,000 in restitution. Medina pled guilty in August to felony criminal endangerment as part of a plea agreement. Fish, Wildlife, and Parks employees found multiple black bears behind Medina's family property in 2022. Game wardens say the bears were being fed and showed signs of being habituated to humans. Bears that become food conditioned lose their natural fear of humans, associate people and property with food, and become more aggressive, often resulting in the bear being euthanized. The North Dakota Department of Public Instruction will seek applications in April 2026 from organizations interested in operating the state's summer food service program. The program provides free meals to children when school is not in session. Eligible applicants include residential summer camps, private non-profit organizations, public and non-profit private schools, and local, tribal, or state government entities. The program rules require that at least 50% of the children served or those living in the area qualify for free or reduced price meals based on school or census data. For more information, check out our article on KeysRadio.com. I'm Mike Gruber, and now you're up to date with the Montauk Afternoon News on 660 Keys News Radio, KeysRadio.com, and the new Keys Radio app.
It's time for another edition of Williston Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. The hardwood is alive with pride and tradition, and the Tetons are ready to lock in for victory. Every shot, every block, and every 10th o'clock matters. And you'll be able to listen all season long with your voice of the Tetons, Mike Ruder. Teton Basketball starts now.
Hey there, sports fans. Mike Ruder coming to you here from the Well in Williston, and the Tetons are already in action. Dakota College and Botno in town. Dakota College and Botno and Lucia Godoy just hit a three-pointer. Tetons have the ball. Jordan up on top, over to Berg on the far wing. She's going to be double-teamed. Back up on top to Jordan. Kicks it over to Parker. Now to Murtaugh, who missed the opening shot of the game. Berg with a loose ball will pick it up. Pass was tipped, looking for Heffernan underneath. That's going to be tipped away by McDonald. Back up the court comes Godoy and the Buccaneers. Back to McDonald on the near wing, looking to drive on Jordan. Swing pass back into the corner. Back up to Godoy. She's going to go for another triple. Off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped around, back into the hands of Berg and the Tetons. Bounce pass to Jordan underneath. She's going to get hit, no good. Gets her own rebound, knocked to the ground, no foul called. Back up comes the Buccaneers. Pushing up the court is going to be Julia Argon. She's going to drive on Murtaugh. Gets away with a push-off. Murtaugh tits the ball over to Barker, who pushed it up the court for the Tetons. 8:35 left to go in the first quarter, as a pass over to Heffernan on the outside is going to go awry and land out of bounds, giving the ball back to the Buccaneers. 8:35 left to go in the first quarter. Lucia Godoy back up the court. She has the lone 3 points in the game. Argon now on the wing. She'll get it up on top to Evans. Gets it down low underneath. Spin move, turnaround jumper. That'll be no good from Godoy. Back up the court will come Barker and Williston State, looking for their first bucket of the game. Murtaugh gets it, walks it up on top, going to cross over on McDonald. Has it tipped from behind. Pass ahead goes to McDonald. 2-on-3 break. McDonald into the body of Berg. Up no good. Parker with the rebound for Williston State. Tetons have the numbers coming back the other way. Sophie to Layla. Driving the lane. Up and in. Heffernan with a bucket. It's a 1-point game. 3-2. Tetons looking to get a stop and take the lead. Argon working her way around the perimeter. Now to Godoy on the wing. Up on top to Evans, looking underneath. Heffernan pokes it away. She's going to get the steal and gets it up to Barker. Two Buccaneers late behind the play. Over to Berg. Mid-range jumper off the glass and in for Jersey. And the Tetons are up 4-3. 7.5 left to go in the first. They're looking to get it to McDonald. She's going to be bottled up. Finally, they get it on top to Argon. Surveils looking for McDonald to come pick it up on the far wing for Dawson. looking down low, nothing there. Heffernan doing a good job denying the entry pass, and there's going to be a rebound attempt, going to be pulled down by Argonne. Loose ball, she'll be able to reel it in. Drive, steps through, floats one up, no good. Murtaugh with the rebound, she's going to push it for the Tetons. Berg out in front, gets the bounce pass, going to have to try to flip it up, and that's going to draw the foul against Evans. Taylor Evans picks up her first personal foul, first team and first of the game. That'll send Jersey Berg to the stripe for a pair. Jersey the chance for her first points of the game. Waiting for everyone to get in their spots to box out. As it was Argonne for the Bucks, was too far moved from the lane. The official made her get back in with a 2-shot penalty for Berg. First one is going to be up and good. Jersey now with 3 points in the game. Tetons up by 2, 5-3, 7:01 left to go in the first. Jersey back at the line for her second of 2. It'll be on the way. That one will be good. 2 for 2 this trip for the Tetons from the line. They have a 3-point lead now, 6-3. Back up the court comes Godoy and the Bucks. Will switch up on top defensively for the Tetons. Godoy's going to be trapped. She's going to be able to be bailed out by Argonne on the near wing. Back up on top, it'll go to Evans. Swings it to McDonald's. They're going to take off on Barker. Steps through. Barker with the block, and it's going to be a Scrapford on the ground. And they say last touch against Sophie, and 3 subs are set to come in for the Buccaneers. Genesis McDonald, 1 to come in. Looking to Godoy comes out. And we'll have to see Lobera set to inbound now for the Bucks. Can't find anyone open. Flips it up into Bird. Bird gets down low. Throws it up. No good. Heffernan with the rebound. Layla gets it off to Barker. Push it up the court. Tetons looking to extend on their 3-point lead. Barker to Berg. Going to drive around the top of the perimeter. Hands it off to Jordan. Danny to Heffernan. Now to Murtaugh on top. Step back. 3-pointer from Murtaugh. In it goes. Taylor. First triple of the game for her. She's now 1 of 2 from the field. Barker's going to pick the pocket of Libera and be fouled by Libera. Will pick up her first personal. Second team foul on the Bucks here in this first quarter. And there's 4 Buccaneers set to come back in. We'll see who the lone Buck to stay in the game was, and it will be Julia Aragon. Barker set to inbound for the Tetons. Sophie looking, finds Jordan out on the corner. And there's going to be a stoppage on the court by the official. Looks like maybe a shot clock issue or a time issue. And they will set the shot clock to 20. It was currently at 27 when time was whistled out. So now the Tetons will re-inbound. Barker now still underneath her own basket, calling for action. Jordan cuts down into the middle, nothing there. Now out on the perimeter to Berg. Jersey underneath to Heffernan, drop step out to Jordan. Jordan will take off on the drive. She's going to set up a floater off the back of the iron, rolls off, no good. It'll be out of bounds off the Buccaneers. It was Aragon as well as Evans were both trying for the rebound, and they've bobbled it out of bounds back to Williston State. Barker sent to inbound again for the Tetons. A 4-low sent across the baseline. A down screen comes for the Tetons. Nothing open. Berg gets it in the paint. Turnaround jumper from 8. In it goes for Jersey. She now has 6 points in the game, and the Tetons are up 11-3 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Godoy over to McDonald on the far wing. Up on top, it'll go to Evans. Swings to Aragon. Looking back on top for Godoy. Jordan good to close out to prevent a 3-pointer. Aragon on a drive, and she's going to be fouled by Murtaugh. That'll be her first personal, first team on the Tetons. 2 more subs coming in. Godoy checking out with Jasmine Half coming in. Also McDonald checking out of the game. Wait to see who the number is in for the Bucks, as Aragon will be at the line for a pair. Her first one is going to be off the side of the rim. No good. She'll have 1 more coming. And in for McDonald is Libera back in. Aragon at the stripe for her second of 2. That one will be off the back. No good. Long rebound will come down to Sophie Barker and the Tetons. Long pass to Murtaugh. Handoff back to Barker. Drives baseline. Swings it out to Jordan. Wide open look for 3. In and out. No good for Danny. Back up the court comes the Bucks. They're going to get it down underneath to Evans. She's going to be cut off and step on the end of bound line. And the Teton bench has been on their feet for every play so far, as they know that they're going to get a very good shot here from this Buccaneers squad. Another sub coming in this time for Evans. Checking in is Letitia Sheriffs. Sophie at the top of the perimeter for the Tetons. She'll peel it back. Nothing there. Looking for a curl from Berg. Didn't develop. Heffernan in the paint. Drop step. Turns around. Up and in. Heffernan with 2 more. She has 4 in the game, and the Tetons are up by 10. 5:05 left to go in the first quarter. Over on the far wing to Libera. Up on top. Now it'll go to Naveau. Down in the post. Looking to work on Berg. Nothing there. Up top to Aragon. She can't handle the pass. Will pick it back up. 13 on the shot clock. Looking to drive on Murtaugh. Throws one up and gets it to drop. A running floater from Aragon makes it 13-5. Here comes a drive by Barker. Gets it off to Murtaugh. Drives. Slices through. Gets to the cup. In it goes. 2 more for Murtaugh. She has 5 in the game. The Tetons are back up by a 10 spot. On the drive is Libera. She's in a stop, looking for a teammate, gets it over to Aragon on the near wing. Now up on top to Libera, over to Half. Half looking for an entry, that's going to be rejected by Jordan. Good ball movement. Naveau looking to drive, kicks it back out to Aragon. She's going to get in. She has her shot blocked by Murtaugh in the paint, and that'll get back into the hands of the Tetons. Heffernan with the rebound, out to Barker, gives it to Murtaugh. Another open look for 3 off the front. That'll be pulled down by Half and the Buccaneers. They're going to look to run out again. Here comes Naveau on the run. Underneath it'll go. Trapped too far underneath is going to be one of the Buck players. That's going to be no good. It was Sheriffs on the shot down low. Coach Triplett telling his squad, hey, let's slow things down. 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. Barker waiting for her offense to set up. Heffernan on the near wing, looking for the cut for Jordan. Nothing there, back up to Murtaugh. Down screen from Berg, over to Barker. She's going to drive, gets a step, hands it off to Jersey. It's going to be bobbled around. Steal comes into the hands of Half and the Bucks. Under 3.5 left to go in the first. Tetons still in their man-to-man defense. They've been in for every second so far of this first quarter. Naveau calling for action. She'll give it a Half over on the far wing. Back up on top. It'll go to Aragon. Driving layup up, and that one will drop. Aragon now has 4 points in the game. 15-7. It was a 3-0 to start before the Tetons went on a 13-0 run here in the quarter. Barker coming through a double high screen. Stopped over to Berg. Jersey will take a long 3. That'll be no good. It'll be into the hands of Naveau. Tetons slow things down. Now they're looking to see if they can get some offensive production. Aragon crossing over. She'll pull back along the perimeter. Looking for a seam. She'll pick up a screen from Sheriffs. Get into the paint. Flips it over to Naveau in the far wing. Now to Half. Looking for some room to drive up in there. Hands it off to Libera, who's going to take off. Libera stopped in the paint by Barker. She has to pull it up. No good. Tipped around and pulled down by Heffernan. Back up come the Tetons with under 2.5 left to go in the first. Barker kicks it over to Murtaugh. Looking underneath. Nothing there. Back up to Jordan. Danny puts it on the deck, looking to drive on Half. Flips it up and in. Jordan with her first points of the game. Back to a 10-point Teton lead. Jana Libera back for the Buccaneers. Gets it over to Half. Up on top, back to Naveau. Waits now to Aragon. Down to the low post to go to Sheriffs. Working on Berg. She's going to be cut off. Help defense behind. Kicks it back on top. Swing pass goes into the deep corner for Libera for 3. That'll be no good. Barker with the rebound. She slowed things down. Aragon right on her hip. And now up to Jordan. It goes odd man out. Murtaugh gets it underneath the bucket. Reverse layup. Somehow gets it a flip in there. Taylor Murtaugh with a circus shot. She has 7. Tetons up 12. Their largest lead of the game. Closing in on a 1.5 left to go. Julia Aragon with the ball on top of the perimeter for Dawson. Libera now over to Naveau on the wing. Back up to Half. Half looking down low. Nothing there. They're covering up on Sheriffs. And a chair got pulled on Aragon, and there's going to be a Teton steal. There's going to be a foul called on the Bucks. It's going to go on Naveau, as that's a bailout foul that saves an easy layup, as there's going to be a media timeout with just 1:18 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to take our first timeout of the game. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident
feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at WCCU.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Mike Ruder back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons have the ball coming out of the timeout. McDonald back in. She's working up against Parker. Now over to Berg. Jordan on the far wing. Up on top to Heffernan. Looking down low. Heffernan from range. That's good. Layla with the second triple of the quarter. And the Tetons are now up 22-7. McDonald back up the court for Dawson. Drives, spins, has her pocket picked. It'll be Murtaugh. Comes away with it. Heffernan back to Parker. Under a minute left to go in the first. Sophie to Layla, who's going to look to drive. Crash through the defender on top. There's going to get Heffernan for an offensive foul. As Heffernan is a little bit out of control, turning the ball back over. And out of the game goes Jasmine Half. Lucia Godoy coming back in. Also Taylor Berg back in after that timeout, as well as Taylor Evans. McDonald coming back up the court. We'll see if the Bucks go for a 2-for-1 here to close out the quarter. 40 seconds left to go on the game clock, 21 on the shot clock. Godoy over to Bird, looking down low. Puts it on the deck. She'll hand it off in the corner to Niveau. He's going to drive. Shoots it a pass to Godoy for three. That's off the iron. No good. Heffernan with the board. Back to Parker. Back come the Tetons. They can hold for one. Sophie crosses the timeline. 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. She'll come up and just about lose the ball. She flips it off at Jersey Berg, who's coming to set a screen. Back it'll go to Parker. 10 left in the quarter. Now the Tetons may have to scramble. Gets a double screen. Sophie looking to drive. Lose the ball to Layla. Puts it up and in. Made chicken salad out of chicken something else. And that's the end of the quarter with the Tetons holding on to a 24-7 lead after the first quarter comes to conclusion on the American State Bank scoreboard. We'll be back for the start of quarter number 2 in 1 minute.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Photos Appliance and Outdoor Living. We are Williston washer and dryer headquarters. Get a hot point top load set for $1,218. And Whirlpool front loaders for $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Photo snow throwers and sun heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Photos Appliance and Outdoor Living. Located south of IP Furniture, 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Williston State College's newest addition is the Healthcare Training Center, and is it ever impressive? Our nursing department is one of the region's finest, and its new home will offer our students the best education experience around. Additionally, up to 15 new healthcare programs and degrees will develop over the next 2 years. If you've seen the healthcare training facility and want to be a part of building it, we have many sponsorship and donation opportunities available. Help us continue to dream. Call 572-9275 to learn more about the new WSC Healthcare Training Facility.
Mike Ruder back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Buccaneers have the ball. Bird gets it off to McDonald. She's going to pull up from range. In and out, no good. Tipped around. That'll be Danny Jordan with the rebound off to Parker. To Murtaugh now on the near wing. Back to Sophie up on top. Layla. She'll give it back to Murtaugh. Fires for three. In it goes for Taylor. Her second three-pointer of the game. She's already in double digits. 20-point lead for the Tetons. 9.5 left to go in the first. Here's a drive. Kicks it into the corner. Wide open look for three coming. No good, off the mark. That one was taken by Sheriffs. By Naveau. Back down the court come the Tetons. Jordan up on top to Heffernan, looking for Murtaugh again. Open look for three. Off the mark, no good. Heffernan hits the deck. No foul called on the contact. Jordan now takes one from range. That'll be good. Danny hits her first perimeter shot. She has 5 points in the game. The Tetons up 30-7. McDonald back up the court. Calling for a clear out. She'll push it over to Godoy on the far wing. Bird came to pick it up. Nothing there. Heffernan did a good job of denial. Now Godoy Over on the far wing, everything's bottled up in the corner for Berg. She's going to fire a three, no good. Pulled down by Jersey. Berg up the court, and there's going to just about be a nasty screen set by Jordan. She pulled up just in time. Barker drives, swing pass, Murtaugh, corner three, got it to go. Taylor hits her third triple. She has 13 points, 33-7. 3 Tetons, 2 Bucks set to check in on the next stop. McDonald, swing pass over to Naveau on the far wing. Back up on top to Evans. Evans over to Godoy. Looking down low for Bird, nothing there. McDonald not open. Now she's calling for Bird to come set a screen. Godoy will get free. Now the switch. She's going to push one over Heffernan. No good. Berg with the rebound. She'll get it off to Sophie. Tetons are going to have a ton of rebounds. Can't wait for that halftime stat. Looking forward for the Spider RV Storage halftime report coming up in 7:45. Berg on the high post. Puts it on the deck. Back to Murtaugh. Up on top, Heffernan. Layla drives. No. Kicks out to Barker. Picks up a Heffernan screen. Sophie looks in for Heffernan in the low post. Mismatch with McDonald, and McDonald's going to pick up a foul. That'll be the team first on Dawson in quarter number 2. And now here comes 3 Tetons and 3 Buccaneers. Out for Williston State is Heffernan, Jordan, and Berg. Coming in is Fixico, as well as Peterson and Baido. Entry pass. Peterson's going to get into Fixico in the far corner up on top. Now to Butler underneath. Entry pass to Fixico, and there's going to be a foul on the entry pass. That one's going to go against Evans. That'll be her second. 14 deep here this afternoon for these Bucks squad. They've used all of them. Baido will get the inbound pass up on top to Murtaugh. She's going to take one from Ethan further down and gets it to go. Third three-pointer in the quarter. 4th overall for Taylor. She has 16 in the game, and it's a 29-point Teton lead. On the far wing now, the Bucks moving the ball around. Entry pass goes underneath to Bird. Bird has it tipped away by Fixico. Peterson with the steal, gets it up to Baido. Long layup, no good. Fixico with the rebound in the paint. And there's going to be a blocking foul called underneath. That restrictive area is going to have a foul called against Michael Anderson. Now Murtaugh coming out of the game with Sodegaard checking in. So Anderson picks up her first foul. Now Barker set to inbound. Tetons on a 4-low set with Sodegaard. The last Teton to enter the game. 7:08 left to go in the second quarter. Side screens coming. Barker gets it out to Baido on the far wing. She's going to look to drive. Baseline and Evans, nothing there. Turns back in. Tries for a shovel pass to Fixico. Loose ball on the ground. Fixico picks it up. Barker now on the far wing. Looks to drive down to the baseline. Back to Sodegaard. Out to Fixico for a long baseline jumper. That'll be no good. It'll be picked up by Anderson. She's going to get it off to her teammate, and is Aragon back up the court. Aragon taking over at the 1 for these Bucks. Gets it over onto the near wing into the hands of Libera. Libera puts it on the deck. High screen coming, nothing there. Steps back into the hands of Aragon again. Comes around a curl, and it'll be up. No good, off the rim, and a foul coming back. That'll be Sheriff's fouled. Picking up the foul will be Sodegaard for the Tetons. Her first personal, first team foul in the quarter. Danny Jordan said to come back in for Williston State. On the next stop, looks like going to be in for Barker. So Sophie, the last Teton to get a break on the bench. As the rest of the 3 starters that are getting a break may start to trickle in slowly. First free throw is going to be up and good for Lacita Sheriffs. Her first point of the game. That'll make it now 36-8 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Her second one is going to be up, no good. Pulled down by Jordan. So 1 for 2 on the trip to the line. Jordan crosses over, goes through a double high screen. Fixico picks it up on top, looking for Peterson down low. Working on Aragon underneath to Baido, puts it up. That's no good. The rebound pulled down by Aragon. She's going to push it up the court. 3-on-2 break. Drives into the body of Jordan. That'll be ended up short of the net. Fixico long pass up to Peterson. She'll slow it down and walk it across the timeline. Lissa now over on the far wing. Picks up the pass from Jordan. Baido picks up the screen. Crosses over. She'll drive. Going to go hard with the runner, and she'll draw the foul. We'll see who it's going to go on. It'll be on Anderson, her second, fourth team foul. That's the last to give for the Bucks here in this second quarter. 5:48 left to go. Baedo sitting at the line for her first of two, looking for her first points of the game. First one will be up and will roll off the rim, no good. At the line now for her second of two. And that one will drop in there. Lucia goes 1 for 2. As the first bench points of the game for Williston State. They have a 29-point lead once again, 37-18. Up on top, it'll go to Libera. Now over the far wing to Anderson. Back up to Libera. Looks a drive to the corner. Now to Aragon. Back up to Anderson. Going to drive on Baedo. Block shot by Lucia. Fixico comes down with the board. Back comes Williston State. Jordan up the court for the Tetons. Over to Sodegaard in the corner. She puts it on the deck, drives, and they have it stripped away by Libera. Back comes the Bucks. 5:15 left to go. Sub set to come in on the next stop for the Buccaneers. Long pass over to Anderson. Just about lost it out of bounds. She'll pick it back up. Coming up on top to grab it is Libera. Now a second sub set to come in for the Bucks. Over in the corner. Three-pointer coming from Libera. Hits the side of the backboard. Offensive rebound. Another shot going up and in. And that bucket going to be in by Evans. Her first basket of the game makes it 37-10. Peterson to Baedo. Baseline drive on Anderson. She's going to be fouled. And that one may go on Aragon. Baedo hard into the padding of the stanchion. And they're going to call that one on Anderson again. That's going to be her third. And with that stop, we're going to have our media timeout here in the second quarter. 37-10 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Tetons on the high side. We'll have more first half action here from the Well in Williston in 1 minute.
In the Mondack region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Mondack region together one smile at a time.
Your next step is closer than you think. With the new Degree Bridge program at Williston State College, you can earn your associate degree from WSE and your Bachelor of Business Administration from Dickinson State University without ever leaving campus. Stay part of the WSE community and study in person with specialty options in accounting, administration, finance, and human resource management. Classes start fall 2026. Visit willistonstate.edu/degree bridge for more information. Together, we make the difference.
Mike Ruder back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Lucia Baedo made her first free throw of the trip. Now just made her second one. She now has 3 points in the game, 3 of 4 from the line. And the Tetons up 39-10. Here with 4:38 left to go in the first half. Aragon with a drive. Sodegaard with a block underneath. That'll be Fixico. Comes down to the ball again. Aragon slow to come back from behind the play. Jordan up on top now to Sodegaard. Baedo open over on the wing. Peterson up on top again. Gets it to Baedo. She's going to drive on Sodegaard, and there's going to drive on Aragon. There's going to be a foul on Aragon. And she looks to be gassed out there. All she could do to keep Baedo from getting an easy layup was to just grab her for a foul. McDonald will come in. Also going out is Evans with Godoy back in as Baedo will knock down her fourth free throw of the game. She's now 4 for 5. 4 starters set to come back for Williston State. Lucia back at the stripe. Here comes her second of 2, and that one's going to be good. She now has 5, and going 5 of 6 from the line, and she'll get a good round of applause from her teammates as she comes out of the game, as well as Emily Fixico, Lissa Peterson, Stina Sodegaard, and back out are all of the starters for Williston State. McDonald pushes it over onto the far wing, finds the hands of Genesis McDonald. Now Barker with a steal. Here comes a strip from behind. No, they're going to call a foul on Hannah McDonald, and that looked to be a very clean strip. So Hannah picks up her second personal. That'll send Barker to the line 4-2. And It looks like the coaching staff for the Buccaneers is unhappy that one was called a foul, as Sophie will knock down her first shot from the line. And that will also officially put Borker into the scoring column with 1 point. Now looking to go 2 for 2, and she does. That will make it a 43-10 Teton lead. Long pass up the court goes out to McDonald. A wing three in transition, no good. They pull that down by Barker. Sophie again up the court for Wilson State. Parker drives back out to Berg. Heffernan up on top. She's going to get a step on Bird and lay it up and in. Great driving layup for Heffernan. She has 11 points in the half. Up the court comes Godoy. She's going to spin around the corner, looking underneath for Bird. Nothing there. Back out to McDonald. McDonald over to Genesis McDonald. Now back to Hannah McDonald. Hannah looking to drive on Barker. Sophie cutting her off, doing a good job on defense. And that time they're going to pick up Sophie for the foul. A little bit extra body contact with McDonald to send her to the line for a pair. Godoy checking out of the game. Back in is Jasmine Half. At the line now, McDonald for her first. That one is going to be up and in. Like Godoy had her talking to about a defensive assignment there. Now she goes to sit down on the end of the bench. As the second one for Hannah McDonald is going to be on the way. That'll be off the back of the iron. No good. Looks like there was... Not sure why there was didn't see any lane violation or anything. But now they're going to give McDonald a third, and she'll knock that one down, so she'll go 2 for 2 from the line. Makes it now 45-12 here on the American State Bank scoreboard. Murtaugh going to go over a quick three to answer, in and out. Jersey with the rebound. Pump fake, reverse layup, up, no good. Jersey again underneath, trying to muscle her way through, and they're going to call no foul on that with Half all over her a couple of times. McDonald racing up the court. She'll get it back to Half. Half drives and kicks over onto the wing. Now back up on top to Tally Bird. Bird looking to drive on Murtaugh. Has the mismatch. Gets into the body of Barker. Back out to McDonald. Late closeout by Heffernan. And it'll be up, no good. Offensive rebound will come down. It'll be a block by Jersey. Offensive rebound will be pulled out by McDonald off the block. She's going to curl, get to the lane, and put it up. No good. This time Jersey comes down to the rebound, and the Tetons will take control. 2:40 left to go in the half. Long pass to Heffernan. She's going to go for a triple and knock it down. Layla now with 13 in the game. And her second three-pointer here in this one, 48-12. Under 2.5 left to go in the first. Pass going to go now out onto the perimeter to Bill Mayer. Back to Half, up to Bill Mayer again on the near wing. To Genesis McDonald, back over to Half. Looking down low for Bird. Bird gets into the post against Heffernan, tries to back her way down. Big block by Layla. Back going the other way are the Tetons. 5-on-4, gives it to Bird in the paint. She's going to pull the trigger. In it goes for Jersey. As the Tetons continue to pull away. Jersey with 8 points here in this one, as it's 50-12. Drive for McDonald. She's going to spin kick out to Bird, who travels before she buries a three. Took one too many steps back, and that'll be Teton ball with 1:50 left to go here in the second quarter. Tetons led 24-7 when the first quarter came to a conclusion. They're up now 50-12. Sophie Barker back up the court. She'll get it over to Jordan. Looks down low. Pops it up to Heffernan. Picks up a Berg screen. Heffernan drives out to Murtaugh. Murtaugh for a three, and that's such a bad offensive foul. That was an embellishment all the way with Half there, flailing after Heffernan picked up the jump stop. That's Layla's second offensive that she has gotten. As now it'll be Emily Fixico quickly back to check in to prevent a third personal foul. We'll see if they try to feed. Now in the post for Bird is Lacita Sheriffs. They'll pull Sheriffs out onto the perimeter. Now up on top, it'll go to Half. Looking to back cut for Sheriffs, nothing there. Back up on top of the point for McDonald. Hannah will get a screen for by Genesis. Kicks it out. Three-pointer coming from Sheriffs. That'll be no good. Murtaugh with the rebound. And back come the Tetons. 1:08 left to go. Long pass to Jersey. Jersey slowing things down, waiting for a play call. She's going to quickly fire. That'll be in there for a long two for Berg. She has 10 points now in the game. Final minute left to go. Tetons maybe going for a 3 for 2 down the stretch, with Fixico still sitting on the bench in no man's land. Got caught was going to be Libera out onto the wing, half with a three. That's going to be no good. Tipped away by Genesis McDonald for offensive rebound. She's going to go for three. That'll be off the back of the iron. Tipped around, still tipped around. Pulled down by Sheriffs. Long shot again coming, and it'll be Murtaugh who pulls it down for the Tetons. Wilson State looking for a run out. Murtaugh over to Jordan on the perimeter. She'll drive in now. Going to slip through, pull up off the glass, and in for Danny. She has 7 with a mid-range jumper. 22 seconds left to go in the half, 54-12. Barker caused LeBaire to pick up the draw. Now Genesis McDonald to Hannah McDonald. Looks like she's going to hold for one. Picks up a screen from Sheriff. Step back now, going the other way. Steps through into the body of Heffernan. Gets it back after the block. Blunt Genesis for three. Got it to go. 2 seconds left, and that's going to be the end of the half. Genesis McDonald knocking down just the second field goal in the second quarter for Dawson and the Buccaneers, and it is a 54-15 halftime lead for the Tetons. We are going to take a break and go catch our breath and also go pick up those halftime stats from the printer. Take a 5-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Spider RV Storage halftime report here from Williston.
Here at Montrose Local Electric, we believe not ours. We are members, owners, families. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders like you. We empower you. We improve lives. We believe everyone has an influence on the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
A crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and windows. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your fair choice for crystal clear results.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search, BasonBrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit BasonBrokers.com today and let's get
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at WCCU.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Photos Appliance and Outdoor Living. We are Williston Washer and Dryer headquarters. A Hot Point top load set for $1,218. Whirlpool front loaders, $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters, starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and Sun Heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living, located south of Viking Furniture on 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Williston State College's newest addition is the healthcare training facility, and is it ever impressive? Our nursing department is one of the region's finest, and its new home will offer our students the best education experience around. Additionally, up to 15 new healthcare programs and degrees will develop over the next 2 years. If you've seen the healthcare training facility and want to be a part of building it, we have many sponsorship and donation opportunities available. Help us continue to train. Call 572-9275 to learn more about the new WSC Healthcare Training Facility.
In the Mondag region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Mondag region together one smile at a time.
Your next step is closer than you think. With the new degree bridge program at Williston State College, you can earn your associate degree from WSE and your Bachelor in Business Administration from Dickinson State University without ever leaving campus. Stay part of the WSE community and study in person with specialty options in accounting, administration, finance, human resource management. Classes start fall 2026. Visit willistonState.edu/degreebridge for more information. Together, we make the difference.
Here at Montrose Williams Electric Company, we believe in you, not us. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we will.
Mike Rooter back here for Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. This is the Spider RV Storage halftime report. Spider RV Storage, the new facility north of Williston to keep all of your toys safe and secure. Taking a look at the halftime score, Tetons ahead 54-15 over Dawson Community College and the Buccaneers. The Tetons are expecting a big fight tonight from the Bucs as the Buccaneers had just recently knocked off both Lake Region State and NDSCS and had climbed up to that number 3 spot in this conference play here early, going at 2-1, despite having a 4-16 record coming in or overall on the season. Looking at their games against Lake Region State and NDSCS that happened here since the start of the new year. Against Science, which happened on the 18th, it was a 73-70 win in Glendive. And then against Lake Region, it was a 59-58 win, also in Glendive. So home cooking indeed does help out those Buccaneers, who have 15 points in the first half. They scored 7 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second. Looking at their leaders in scoring, Hannah McDonald has 5 points, 4 from Julia Argon, 3 coming in from Genesis McDonald, who hit that last-second three-pointer. 2 points from Taylor Evans and 1 from Lacita Sheriffs. Looking at shooting percentages for the Buccaneers in the first quarter, they were 3 of 14 for 21%, including 1 of 5 from deep. They had a 3-0 lead over the Tetons to start off the game before Williston State went on a 13-0 run to answer. From beyond the arc in the first, they did not attempt a free throw on the line in the first quarter. In the second, they shot 2 of 21 from the field for 9%, 1 of 11 from deep for 9%, at 3 of 4 from the stripe. Overall in the half, they're 5 of 35 from the field, 2 of 16 from deep, and 3 of 4 from the line. 16 total rebounds. McDonald and Argon tied at 4 apiece for the team lead. Overall, they have 8 defensive and 8 offensive rebounds as a team. 2 assists in the game, 4 steals, no blocks, 8 turnovers, 10 personal fouls. 2 personal fouls for Hannah McDonald and Taylor Evans, and 3 off the bench for Michael Anderson. Looking now over at the Tetons, and they're 54 points at the break. They had 24 in the first quarter, 30 in the second. Looking at their leaders in scoring, the Tetons are led by Taylor Murtaugh, who has 16 at the break. She's 6 of 10 from the field, including 4 of 8 from deep. 14 points from Layla Heffernan, 6 of 6 shooting overall, including 2 3-pointers. 10 points coming in from Jersey Berg on 4 of 6 shooting from the field and 2 of 2 from the line. Also scoring for the Tetons, Danny Jordan with 7, Lucia Paito with 5, and 2 points for Sophie Barker. Shooting overall for Williston State in the first quarter, they shot 58% from the field, 10 of 17, 2 of 6 from deep for 33%, and a perfect 2 of 2 effort from the line. In the second quarter, they shot even better, going 9 of 14, including 5 of 7 from deep and 7 of 8 from the line. Overall in the half, they're shooting 61% overall, 19 of 31, 53% from deep, going 7 of 13, and they're hitting 9 out of 10 free throws. Overall, as a team, they have 27 rebounds, 24 defensive, 3 offensive rebounds. Leading the way is Sophie Barker, who has 6. Mostly that's a lot of tip-outs that have been credited to Barker, but it's Barker with 6, Berg with 5, Heffernan with 5, as well as Murtaugh and Jordan each with 4, so it's a team rebounding effort for the Tetons. 8 assists for Sophie Barker in that first half, 12 overall for Williston State. The Tetons have 6 steals, 6 blocks, Heffernan with 3 of them. Only 7 turnovers and 5 personal fouls. Heffernan did pick up a second late in that first half, but they'll have 3 to play with the rest of the way. So no foul troubles for the Tetons outside of Heffernan's 2. And now they are out feeling good on the court, shooting around, getting ready to go. The Bucks still waiting to come back out to the locker room, and I think they're going to have a very much more determined and concerted effort to come at these Tetons in the second half. 4.5 left to go in the Spider RV Storage halftime report. We're going to take a 2.5-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the advanced stats for you here from Williston. Back in 2.5 minutes.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at basinbrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit basinbrokers.com today and let's get moving.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Photos Appliance and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. Get a Hot Point top load set for $1,218. The Whirlpool front loaders for $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and sun heat and infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Photos Appliance and Outdoor Living. Located south of I-Kitty Furniture, 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Mike Ruder back here for Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. This is the Spider RV Storage halftime report. Minute and a half left to go before we get underway for the start of the third quarter here in Williston. Tetons have a commanding 54-15 lead over the Dawson Community College Buccaneers. Bucks getting some shots up to see if they can make some sort of a comeback here against the Tetons. Looking at these advanced stats, points in the paint, Tetons have that one 16-2. Points off of turnovers, 9-4 combined. Both teams have 15 turnovers overall, so very, very well-handled game. Second chance points, 6-3 Dawson. Bench points, 5-4 Williston State. There's been 0 ties, 1 lead change. That's when the Tetons made it 4-3, and then they hadn't looked back since. Largest lead for the Tetons came with 24 seconds left to go in the second quarter. That was a 42-point lead. Dawson has led by 3 when it was 3-0. Last field goal for Dawson was at buzzer beater by Genesis McDonald, and for the Tetons, it came with 24 seconds left to go in the first half. We are moments away from getting ready to go for the start of the third quarter here from Williston. And in attendance, the Tetons have another fantastic turnout. This time it is from Missouri Ridge and Garden Valley for elementary night. And the game sponsor here is Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative. Tetons huddle up, and the clock has struck 000 with 10s now going up on the scoreboard. Bucks coming out first. We'll see if they are going to start with their same starting 5, and it looks like they are indeed. So going out is going to be McDonald, Aragon, as well as Evans, Bird, and Godoy. Tetons will start off with the ball. Barker getting it up on top of the perimeter. Bird hands it now. Jersey curling. She's going to fire from the elbow. That one all around the rim. No good. Pulled down by Aragon. She'll push it over into the hands. Pushing it up the court. This time we'll see who it is. This time it is Libera pushing it up. Libera comes around a top screen. Gets one from Bird. Steps back. Bird with a 3 from straight away. That's going to be up. No good. Murtaugh comes down to the rebound. Gives it off to Barker. Sophie back up the court for Williston State. Gets it over to Jersey, now to Murtaugh on the far wing, who's going to drop the pass. It'll land out of bounds for a Teton turnover. Williston State's 8th turnover of the game. Back up the court, it'll be Aragon has it now up on top the perimeter. It's going to go into Evans. Evans gets it to Bird underneath on Heffernan. Nope, no good. Heffernan picks it up, and it'll be Bird. Saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Murtaugh. Back to the Tetons. Tetons have a head of steam up the court. They have the man. Heffernan gets it into the paint. Back out to Barker. Up to Jordan. Jordan with a contested 3. That one's going to be blocked on the wing. And that one is blocked by Evans. Now here comes a drive by Aragon. Kicks it into the corner to Libera. Libera with a baseline drive. Cut off by Barker. That one's going to go off of Barker and out of bounds. 19 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 8:41 left. Couple of subs set to come in. Out goes Hannah McDonald. In comes Genesis McDonald. Inbound play goes to Genesis. Now up on top. Evans was checked out, then set to check back in as a lost pass out of bounds on the Bucks. As Libera couldn't hang on to it, it'll go out. So McDonald quickly back in. Now back up the court comes Barker. She'll cross over on Libera and gets across the timeline. Heffernan has it up on top. Now to Murtaugh. Murtaugh to Layla. Pump fake, drives over to Jordan. She'll swing through, push it to Barker in the corner for 3. No good. Barker got a push off from Aragon underneath on that 3 as McDonald racing up the court. Looking to drive on Jordan. Kicks out into the corner. 3-pointer coming from Evans. No good. Heffernan with the rebound. She'll kick it back up to Barker. Had Murtaugh, but the window is too tight. Sophie's going to cross over to the elbow, back to Jersey, up on top. Layla for another 3. That one no good. Berg with the rebound. Pump fake, gets it underneath to Jordan. Danny pulls it back out along the perimeter. Underneath to Jersey. One-on-one with Aragon in the low post. Jersey going to be double teamed, and there's going to be a foul called. We'll see who it's going to be on, either Aragon or McDonald. And Aragon picks up her second personal, first team foul. Tetons inbounding from underneath their own basket. Berg gets it into the paint. She's going to turn around, jumper up, no good. Aragon all over her arm on that one. Jersey wanted a foul that didn't come. So did Coach Triplett. Aragon now on the near wing. Bird sets a screen. Drive by Aragon. She's going to put it up and in. She now has 6 in the game. 54-17. Long pass ahead for Murtaugh. Murtaugh looking to drive. She's going to go reverse layup up, and there's going to be a foul on Aragon. She'll pick up her 3rd personal. So we'll see if the Tetons look to continue to attack. A little bit of a frustrated Julia Aragon out on the court. It'll be number 2 on the Bucks here in the quarter. As Taylor's at the stripe for her first of 2. That one will rattle out no good. A rare miss from Murtaugh at the line. That'll be Berg and Heffernan getting into the blocks. As a sub is also set to come in for the Bucks on a make or the next stop, whichever comes first. Taylor now at the line for her 2nd of 2. That one is going to go up and in. Another substitute, Aragon, coming out of the game. Checking in for her is Lou Naveau. Inbound pass will go to McDonald. McDonald, big pump fake, gets by Jordan, weaving through traffic. Tetons pack the lane, kicked out to the perimeter. 3-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. Murtaugh pulls it down. Evans on the 3. Back up comes Murtaugh, bounce pass to Barker through the lane, and it's going to be a foul on Bird. Taylor Bird picking up the foul. It'll be her first personal, sending Barker to the stripe. 13th foul in the 3rd quarter. The Tetons have been driving and attacking, and Barker gets to the stripe. She now has 3 in the game. Sophie finished in the first half with 8 assists to go along with 6 rebounds. And now she has 4 points as she is sniffing a triple-double here in this one. Long post pass goes out to Libera. In her drive, looks to get past Barker. Sophie gets her to pick up the dribble. There's a trap on the timeline. There's going to be a swing pass. That's going to go be saved from going out of bounds, but stolen by the Tetons. Here comes Heffernan leading the break over to Jordan on the wing. Gets by McDonald on the baseline. Throws up a floater, no good. Bird with the rebound for the Bucks. McDonald racing back up the court. Tetons looking to pack the paint and turn her away from the wing. McDonald will flare out and take a 3, and she'll knock it down. Hannah McDonald now with 5 points in the game. Barker up the court for Williston State. Flips it over to Berg. Berg left unguarded, now finds Jordan, who slows things down up to Jersey. Jersey, looking to find Heffernan underneath, guarded by McDonald, and a long pass from Jordan goes out of bounds. As there's a sub coming into the game, going out is Danny Jordan. Lucia Baito coming in. Baito now coming in to guard Hannah McDonald. Looking to deny the inbound pass. Nothing there. Now it'll go up on top to Naveau. Back out to Libera. Naveau again over on the far wing. Looks like there's confusion offensively. Naveau crossing over. Picked up at the elbow. Back out to McDonald. McDonald looking to take off on Baito. Lucia forces the miss. No good. Heffernan with the board. She's driving through traffic, and there's going to be a foul called on Libera. Put both of her hands on Heffernan, who is driving. And that'll be team foul number 4, 2nd personal on Libera. And it looks like the coach for the Bucks is having some words for the officials about the inbounding or the foul calls, or maybe a foul discrepancy. Barker gets the inbound pass from Berg, crosses over, hands it back off to Jersey. Murtaugh to Heffernan up on top, looking for Baito. Heffernan puts it down for 1 dribble, now to Baito, looking back underneath, up on top to Jersey. 7 on the shot clock for the Tetons. Tetons looking to find something open up on top to Layla. Underneath to Berg, lays it up at the buzzer and in. Jersey with 2 more, she has 12. That's the first bucket of the second half for the Tetons. 5:30 left to go, 59-20 on the American State Bank scoreboard. McDonald has the ball, looking to work around a screen. Double team now with a good switch defensively. Flip pass over to Evans on the wing. Back to McDonald. Underneath to Bird. Good deflection by Heffernan to knock that entry pass out of bounds. And the Tetons will look to continue to try and hold on defense. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound play coming for the Bucks. Downhill is Bird. Nothing there. Up on top, it'll go to McDonald. She'll pick it up. 10 on the shot clock. Here comes Bird to set a screen. Gets over the top, and there's going to be a foul called on Baito. And little too close when she was coming around the top. And the coach for the Bucks is still in the ear of an official, and I think there might be not careful, might be a tee coming soon. There's going to be a steal by the Tetons on the inbound pass. Ahead it'll go to Murtaugh. Murtaugh gives it underneath, out of control, tried to flip it up, and it's going to be into the hands of Bird, coming back the other way from Naveau. She'll get it back to Naveau. Up the court, Naveau drives, underneath it'll go, and it'll be put up and in by Evans. Evans now with 4 in the game. Murtaugh pushes it back up for Williston State. Slowing things down for the Tetons. Murtaugh, bounce pass over to Jersey, underneath to Heffernan. There's going to be a foul called on McDonald. That'll be number 3 on McDonald. Layla going to the line now, 4-2. And with that stoppage, we'll have a media timeout. 4:43 left to go in the third quarter. Tetons up 59-22. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Williston State College's newest addition is the healthcare training facility. And is it ever impressive? Our nursing department is one of the region's finest, and its new home will offer our students the best education experience around. Additionally, up to 15 new healthcare programs and degrees will develop over the next 2 years. If you've seen the healthcare training facility and want to be a part of building it, we have many sponsorship and donation opportunities available. Help us continue to dream. Call 572-9275 to learn more about the new WSB healthcare training facility.
In the Wyandotte region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Wyandotte region together one smile at a time.
Mike Ruder back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. For the Tetons, Layla Heffernan is at the stripe. It is a 7-5 start in the quarter for the Buccaneers. Heffernan looking to close that gap with a couple right here. Her first one is going to be up and good. Layla now with 15 points in the game, 2 shy of the game high for Murtaugh. Heffernan again for her second. That one's going to be good. A couple of bodies at the floor on the box out. It'll be 61-22. Some soft full court press coming for the Tetons, as the Tetons want to make sure they don't let this one get sloppy. McDonald driving, shovel pass underneath the Bird, blocked by Heffernan from behind. Back up comes Barker and the Tetons. Defensive effort indeed for Williston State. Murtaugh on the wing, over the top of McDonald. Up off the board a couple of times, no good. Baito with a steal on the rebound attempt. Lucia slows things down to Murtaugh. Good defensive recovery by the Bucks, and their sub coming in on the next stop. Barker slowing things up, 12 on the shot clock, now to 10. Baito looking down low, nothing there, up to Heffernan, to Berg. Baito cutting, not there. Murtaugh cutting, going to be poked away. Barker's going to get it, drive, throws one up at the rim, no good. Bird with the cutback, Jersey puts it back up and in. She has both field goals for Williston State in the quarter, as they're up 63-22. Godoy back up the court, looking for some help over to McDonald, way wide open. McDonald for 3, she'll knock that one down. Her second 3 of the quarter. Now 63-25 on the American State Bank scoreboard. 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Baito over on the far wing, looking underneath for Heffernan, nothing there. Gets turned away, second effort on the drive, put it up and in. Baito with her first field goal of the game. Tetons back up by 40. McDonald looking to drive, now 4 new Bucks set to come in on the next stop. Long pass goes up on top to Godoy. 3-pointer on the way. That'll be off the mark. No good. Jersey will pull it down. Now off again to Barker, who will push it up the court for the Tetons. Sophie jogging across the timeline. Tetons start 5 out. Now they put their 2 forwards down in. Entry pass to Heffernan. Help defense. Swing pass to Murtaugh. Wing 3 on the way. That one is good. Taylor now with 20 points in the game. Under 3 minutes left to go in the third. McDonald gets to the near wing, picking up a screen from Taylor Bird. Reverses direction, drives, kicks it over into the corner to Naveau for long 2, no good. Pulled down by Berg. She's going to get hit from behind on the rebound. McDonald put it up and over the top of Heffernan for a bucket. And McDonald now with 10 in the game to lead the Bucks in scoring. Back comes Barker for Williston State. Under 2.5 in the quarter. Murtaugh up on top, gets it to Berg. Over to Baito, baseline drive, puts it up, and Baito's going to be fouled by Naveau. Will pick up her second, and Lucille will go to the line for a pair. Tetons looking to add to their lead as the 4 subs for the Bucks, and Danny Jordan for the Tetons will be coming in. So it looks like now 5, or the only player to stay out there was Godoy. As Baito's first one is going to be up and good. Jordan at the line for Lucia. Baito now looking at her defensive partners behind her. Puts a second one up, but it'll go in. Baito now with 9 points in the game. She'll come out with Jordan going back. Also Naveau, the last of the Bucks to go out. Aragon comes back in. There's going to be a loose ball in the inbound pass, and Jordan's going to get hammered and one, and that'll be number 4 on Aragon as she just came into the game, sending Danny Jordan to the stripe for what I think is going to be the first 3-point play of the game for the Tetons. Liza Peterson coming up to check in. So Jordan now at the line. Danny with 9 points in the game, looking to make 10. As they're going to say Peterson will be able to come in for Jersey here before the free throw. Now the line is going to be Danny for her one and only. That one will go up and in. Jordan now with 10 in the game for Williston State, 73-27. Back of the court comes Aragon and the Buccaneers. Aragon gives it over onto the far wing into the hands of Half. Half looking down low. Godoy will come pick it up on top of the perimeter. She has a long shot. Now Aragon driving. She'll spin in the paint over the top of Murtaugh. No good. Pulled down by Murtaugh, who will spin out and look to push it up the court for the Tetons. Murtaugh slowing things down. Up to Heffernan. Over to Barker on the far wing. Sophie curls around the top. Up to Jordan. Danny driving. Looks in down low. Nothing there. Peterson directing traffic. Gives it back to Murtaugh. Looking for Peterson. Posting up in the paint. Gives it to her. Lissa. Drop step. Middle. Fade away. Teardrop. Got it to go. Peterson with her first bucket of the game. And the Tetons extend their lead out 75-27. Godoy on top. Barker just about with a steal. Over onto the wing. Half able to get it there. Jordan able to avoid contact. Half with a drive down to the corner. They give it onto the wing. Throwing it up is Sheriff's. No good. Pulled down by Murtaugh and the Tetons. Back comes Barker. Long pass to Peterson. Touchdown pass from Barker. Lissa with 2 more. She has 4. You run the court and you get paid off. 1:02 left to go in the half. Godoy looking for Aragon. Gives it to her up on top. Aragon now directing traffic. Here comes a screen from Sheriff all the way across the court. Aragon drives, kicks to Godoy in the corner. Tetons had it scouted. Barker dips it out of Godoy's hands, and that'll stop the clock with 48 seconds left to go in the quarter. 13 on the shot clock. Heffernan and Murtaugh coming out of the game. Fixico as well as Baito going back in. Inbound play goes to Genesis. McDonald up on top. Now over to Aragon. Drive, has it poked out of her hands, and pass from Peterson goes ahead. Jordan's able to pick it up. Euro steps through, and she'll be fouled. We'll see who that foul is going to go on. It may go on Bill Mayer. If it does, it's her first. And Aragon will come out of the game. Checking back in is Taylor Evans, with Sophie Barker checking out, and Stina Sodegaard checking back in. Danny Jordan at the line for another pair. Excuse me, that foul is going to go on Half instead, as Jordan will knock down her first, so Jasmine Half picks up her first personal. Jordan knocks down her first. She now has 11 points in the game, looking for a 12th, as that one will be up. And no, they're going to wave that one off. There was a lane violation. So 78-27 Tetons with a 51-point lead. 37 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Genesis McDonald brings it up the court. Pass over to Bill Mayer. Looking down low. Now up on top. They'll swing it to Sheriffs. Loose ball is going to be lost out of bounds. They were trying to find Evans, but it'll skip free, and that will give it back to the Tetons. 25 seconds left to go in the quarter. Here comes some full court press by the Buccaneers. Peterson gets it into Jordan. Now a trap comes back to Peterson's going to be a lost ball and go out of bounds back to the Bucks. So the Tetons got sped up, and they were able to, or the Bucks were able to turn it over back to Dawson now with 20 seconds left to go. Inbound pass. Now up to McDonald. Genesis crosses over on Peterson. Good defense by Alyssa. Here comes a screen. Now Genesis has to push it back up on top. Evans looking to drive on Sodergaard. Kicks it back to Half on top. Half crossing over on Jordan. Danny Gott giving her room to operate. Now Genesis driving, kicks, stolen away by Baito. Heave at the buzzer, and that one's going to be well short as Baito was stumbling as she was trying to get that one off. Tetons in the third quarter outscored Dawson 24-12. We are in between the third and the fourth. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. Back for the start of the fourth quarter from Williston in 1 minute.
Your next step is closer than you think. With the new degree bridge program at Williston State College, you can earn your associate degree from WSE and your Bachelor of Business Administration from Dickinson State University without ever leaving campus. Stay part of the WSC community and study in person with specialty options in accounting, administration, finance, or human resource management. Classes start fall 2026. Visit willistonState.edu/degree-bridge for more information. Together, we make the difference.
Here at Montreal Williams Electric, we believe in you, not us. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one source, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are one.
Mike Ruder back here for Teton basketball. Jasmine Half comes free. She swings it over to McDonald on the far wing. Now back out to Half. Quarter three on the way. High bounce, no good. Tipped around. Loose ball on the ground. McDonald will come away with it. Up on top, it'll go to Bill Mayer, who's going to travel before she can take off on the drive. We are now in the fourth quarter. 9:45 left to go on the American State Bank scoreboard here in this one. 78-27. Tetons have the lead. Inbound pass from Peterson goes to Jordan. Here comes a trap double team. Jordan hits the brakes and Fixico with a huge screen, and McDonald is going to be on the ground, and they're going to call a foul on Genesis McDonald, and she is unfortunately slow to get up. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to take a 30-second injury timeout here from Williston.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Mike Ruder back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Genesis McDonald helped up to her feet, and she gets a nice round of applause. And a huge screen set by Emily Fixico. And McDonald had her head tilted down when she ran into Fixico, and now getting her head and neck checked out there. And for those of you who want to know what listening on the radio and didn't see it, Google the Steven Adams on Patrick Beverly screen, and that's about what you'll get. Checking in for Genesis is Hannah McDonald back into the game. Tetons back with the ball. We are back in play. 3:38 left to go in the quarter. Baito with the ball on the wing. Picks up a Peterson screen. Feeds it to her in the post. Drop step. Alyssa puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound in the miss. Puts it back. No good again. Gets it again. Loose ball. It'll be a foul called on the Tetons with Fixico picking up her first. Got on the arm of Half. Trying to rip the ball away. That'll be number one on Emily. Number one on Williston State in the quarter. 9:24 left to go in the game. Hannah McDonald back up the court for the Buccaneers. She has a team-high 10 points. Push it over to Half on the near wing. Looking down low, nothing there. Back up on top to Evans. Gets it over to Bill Mayer. Now up on top to McDonald from way downtown. About 5 feet outside of the perimeter. No good. There's going to be a loose ball underneath. Alternating arrow will give it back to the Tetons with 9:04 left to go in this one. Tetons currently sitting at a 51-point lead, their largest lead of the game. Inbound play now coming. Peterson will get it into Jordan. Jump pass back to Peterson. Up on top to Paido. Over will go to Sodegaard. Sodegaard driving back to Jordan, who gets underneath the bucket. Nothing there. Back to Peterson. Good closeout by McDonald. Underneath the Fixico. Drop step. Put it up, and in it goes. Fixico with her first bucket of the game. 80-27. Tetons on the high side. Back comes McDonald looking to drive on Jordan. Spins. Throws it up and in. Great move by McDonald. That'll make it now 80-29. Bido will pick up the ball. More full court press coming from the Bucks. Long pass ahead to Fixico. That'll be intercepted by Half. Back up the court will come the Buccaneers, as the Tetons not happy with that press break. Entry pass goes underneath. Drop step. Turn it up, and there's going to be another foul called on Fixico. That is going to send Laceda Sheriffs to the stripe. Emily picks up her second personal. Two more subs set to come in. Half checking out of the game. Going back in is Michael Anderson. She picked up 3 first-half fouls. And Laceda Sheriffs at the stripe. She has a sub waiting to come in for her after a second make or a stop, whichever comes first. She'll miss her first free throw. One more coming. Sheriffs at the line for her second of 2. He up off the back, no good. Fixico with the board, gets it over to Peterson. Crosses over and shovels it into the hands of Danny Jordan, who marches it up the court. Jordan directing traffic now over to Peterson on the near wing. They give it to Bido, baseline drive. Triple team to Fixico in the paint. Puts it up, no good. Fixico taps it down. Tries to kick it out in the corner. Too high of a pass for Sodegaard, and it'll go out of bounds. Now coming into the game for Sheriffs is Sandra Ornussi for the first time. And they're going to call that a tip pass and give it back to the Tetons. So the Tetons now will be inbounding from their sideline. Fixico gets the inbound pass in the post on Ornussi. Kicks it out to Peterson. Peterson looking to drive. Pump fake with the ball. Goes up. In it goes. What a drive and a bucket by Alyssa Peterson. She now has 6 in the game. 82-29. Jordan with a drive, crosses over, steps back, long 2-point jumper, doesn't hit anything. Bido with the rebound. She's looking to run. Tetons sending the starters back in on this next stop. Bido has it stripped from her in the paint. McDonald coming back with it. She'll cross over now, long pass to Evans. Evans has it bobbled away from her by Ito. Up, long pass to Jordan. Through traffic, she gets it. Down in the low post, Danny's going to peel it out to the perimeter. Looking underneath again for Fixico. Here comes a double team. And there's going to be a foul called on Ornussi for her first personal, first team in the quarter. Checking back into the game is going to be Libera. She'll come in for Bill Mayer. And now the Tetons will have all 5 starters back out on the court of the team. That's only 9 deep. You have to play them to give your bench some rest, even in blowouts. Murtaugh gets the pass from Berg. Back to Murtaugh for 3. In and out, no good. Libera with the rebound, and she'll push it up the court for the Bucks. Long pass over to Anderson, and she'll try to push it through the perimeter, and that'll trickle out of bounds back to Williston State. Tetons entering from the backcourt. Just under 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Barker hands it off to Berg. Jersey back to Jordan. Danny up on top to Layla. She'll look to take off, drives, gets a step. Murtaugh goes for another 3. That one's going to be up and no good. Pulled back down by Evans. We'll push it up the court. Picked up at the timeline by Berg. Evans gets it off to Anderson. Tetons still man-to-man. They haven't switched out of that all game long. Up on top again, it'll go to Evans. Looking high post for Ornussi. Nothing there. Back up to McDonald. Little stunner, crosses over, steps back, nothing there, to the elbow. Murtaugh forces her back. Ornossi coming to set the screen. Good job defensively for the Tetons. High post now to Ornossi. Long two-point shot. That isn't anything, and that should have been a shot clock violation. That one's going to be called late. And the officials missed it initially, except for one of them blew the whistle right before McDonald was set to put the putback in. And that'll stoppage defensively for the Tetons. Gives them the ball back here now with 6 minutes left to go as Sophie Barker gets into the front court. Back to Berg. Flips it to Jordan in the corner. Danny with a three-pointer on the way. That'll be no good, too hard. Now it's a 2-on-2 break up the court. Slowing it down is going to be the Bucks. They flip it back over to McDonald. Three-pointer coming for McDonald this time. Barker on the way. Long pass ahead goes to Murtaugh. Murtaugh with a flip up and in. Taylor now with 22 in the game for Williston State. And they have a 55-point lead, 84-29. Bounce pass is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Danny Jordan. Jordan just avoided picking up a foul there as McDonald will check out of the game. Nivant coming in. LeBaron looking to trigger the inbound pass from the sideline. No one open. Finally gets it up on top to Evans. Now into the mid-post. It goes to Ornossi. Back out to Libera. On the perimeter. Has the pass tipped out of bounds by Murtaugh. That'll be another substitution coming in. Back into the game to play the 5 is going to be Sheriffs. Inbound play coming for Libera and the Bucks. 14 on the shot clock. 5:18 left to go in the game. Naveau gets it up on top, looking to drive, cut off by Murtaugh. He just throws it into the hands of Heffernan. Now over to Murtaugh, to Berg. Jersey slows things down to Taylor. Taylor goes over Naveau for 3. That'll kiss off the top of the rim, out of bounds, off of Barker. And Coach Triplett telling his players, hey, let's slow things down. We don't need a rush. It's a 55-point lead with now 5 minutes left to go on the dot as the Bucks coming back up the floor. Anderson on the far wing, looking for a back-cutting Evans, nothing there. Back out into the corner. Swing pass up on top to Naveau, looking to drive on Murtaugh. Taylor cutting her off a laser shot at the rim. Short, no good, pulled down by the Tetons. Here comes Barker. Sophie off to Heffernan. Layla for 3, that one is in. Layla with another triple, she has 19 in the game. Back up again comes Libera and the Bucks. Bird set to check in for Dawson on the next stoppage. Libera driving, loses the handle, keeps it alive, gets it out to Evans. Evans now up on top to Anderson. Picks up her dribble, back out to Libera, looking down low. Sheriffs guarded by Heffernan. They get Sheriffs. Here comes a double. Jordan helps her out, back out to the perimeter. Now up on top to Naveau. 5 on the shot clock. Naveau has her shot blocked by Murtaugh, and the Tetons come away with the steal right before the shot clock violation. Heffernan puts it up, and she's going to be fouled by Libera. I think that was a take foul just to say, hey, no free layups. As that is going to be a final media timeout called. Tetons up 87-29, and Taylor Murtaugh going to the stripe for 2 free throws when we come back in 1 minute.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rod chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? With Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home of dreams. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at BasonBrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit BasonBrokers.com today and let's get moving.
Mike Ruder back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Taylor Murtaugh at the stripe for a couple of free throws. Putting her first one on the way. It is good. That'll make it 88-29 here with 3:59 left to go in the game. Murtaugh at the line for her second of 2. That one rattles around and drops in there. Tetons now up by 60, their largest lead of the game. Back of the court come the Bucks. Libera has it on the wing. Picking up a screen from Berg to cross over. Flips it into the corner looking for Anderson. That one's going to be flung out of bounds. The Tetons will take back over. Looking to salt what's left of this one away. And there's going to be a foul called on the inbound blast by Libera. He was pushing Barker off the spot, and you hope with 3:43 left to go in this one that nothing boils over. Inbound play coming. They get it into Barker. Puts it on the deck. Now looks to work it up the court behind her back. She'll dribble it, and there's going to be another pass by Libera, and that'll be her 5th of the game. She'll come out. Coming in for her is Jasmine Self. Libera will finish this one. Here she did not crack the scoring column for the Bucks, as that will send Sophie Barker to the stripe for 2. First one is going to be up and good. Makes it 90-29. Barker now with 5 points. Coach Triplett let her know that, so I think we are in triple double watch for Barker. So she's looking to get 4 more points here before this one comes to conclusion. Now to half. Up on top. She thought about pulling the trigger. Out it'll go on the wing to Bird. Bird driving on Heffernan. Stopped in the paint. Step through Heffernan with another block. It'll get to Barker. Sophie back up the court. Long pass to Jersey. Jersey over to Heffernan on the wing for 3. Layla with the triple. That'll be no good. Jersey steals it away for the Tetons. Back to Heffernan in the paint, and there's going to be a foul on Sheriffs. That'll send Heffernan to the line for a couple. Layla with 19 points in the game, second highest scoring behind Taylor Murtaugh, who has 24. Layla for her first one. One more coming for Heffernan. Looking to go 2 for 2 from the line, and she will. Now 93-29. Back up the court comes half, and the Bucks picks up a high screen from Sheriff. Looking to drive through contact. Flips it up. No good. Pulled down by Heffernan. Layla gets it off to Barker. Barker running. Murtaugh flares out to the outside. Now to Jersey up on top. Jersey takes the handoff. Swings it over to Murtaugh. Murtaugh picks up a Jersey screen. Now back to Jersey in the paint. Jab step. Bangs. Jersey has it stripped. Gets it back. Turnaround jumper. Fadeaway at the rim. No good. Falls into the hands of Evans and and the Bucks now underneath to Bird. Bird in the post. She's going to kick it out to Anderson for 3. That'll be up and good. Michael Anderson knocks down her first shot of the game. Sophie got it back to Berg. Works it over to Jordan. Jordan bounce pass to Heffernan. Jump stop. Got her player. Got Sheriff to fly by. And now Layla with 23 points in the game. Long pass over to Half. 4 subs set to come in for the Tetons on the next stop. Half drive. She kicks over to Evans. Evans jump pass on the outside to Anderson. Loose ball on the ground, and the alternating arrow will give it back to the Bucks, and that'll let the 4 Tetons come into the game. We'll see who's going to stay out there for Williston State, as it looks like it will be Jordan staying out there. So it'll be Fixico, Sodegaard, Peterson, and Baito checking into the game. Loose ball, and it's going to be into the backcourt, touched by the Tetons, so no backcourt violation. Half will step back. Step back three-pointer now on the way. That'll be off, no good. Baito will pull it down. Final 1:43 left to go here in this one. Back up the court comes Jordan and the Tetons. Peterson will now pick it up. Over to Sodegaard on the far wing. She gets a screen from Lissa. Now up on top to Fixico. Lissa in the paint, over in the corner. Baito for a wing 3. Got it to go for Lucia. She's in double digits now with 12 points in the game. Back up the court again goes Evans. Looking down low. Gets Bird up on the high post. Here comes Jordan to steal it away from behind. Danny looking to push. She flips it to Fixico, who lays it up and in. 2 more for Fixico, who has 4 in the game. Tetons to the century mark, 100-32. Up the court again. It'll be a crossover from Half. Gets it to Anderson in the corner. Looking for someone to help her out. Evans flashes down low half. Skips it across over to Sheriff. Sheriff drives up on top again. It'll go to Self. There's half drives. Bird with a three-pointer. That one will be in. Big three on the outside from Taylor Bird. That'll make it 100-35. Long pass from Sodegaard. Up it'll go to Fixico up on top. Emily for a straightaway three. That one gets knocked down. 103-35. Tetons will get the ball back with the shot clock off. Pass goes into low post to Bird. No look, kicks it up on top to Sheriff. Pulls it back to Bird again. Anderson cuts down to the baseline. Nothing there. Bird backing down on Fixico. Do a good job closing her off. Throws it up, and Bird gets another one to drop. 17 seconds left to go. Throws it up to Baito, and Coach Triplett said, hey, nothing more. And Baito now slows things down and flips it up to Jordan as the Tetons will salt away the final 5 seconds and come away with a big win at home, 103-37, and get their 4th conference win of the season as they stay in first place. We're going to take a 5-minute timeout. Men are going to start to get warming up. But first, before we get there, we are going to have the Windshield Doctor post-game report and the Western Cooperative Credit Union player of the game. We'll be back in 5 minutes for the Windshield Doctor post-game report.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Photos of Plants and Outdoor Living. Here at Williston's Washer and Dryer headquarters. Half-load set for $1,180. Whirlpool front loaders, $19.99 a set. And also dishwasher replacement kit, starting at $4.89. Don't forget Forest snow throwers and sun heat infrared heaters. Every installation always available at Photos of Plants and Outdoor Living. Located south of Furniture, second on the west, Williston.
Williston State College's newest addition to the healthcare training program, and is it ever impressive? Our nursing department is one of the region's finest, and its new home will offer our students the best education experience ever. Additionally, up to 15 new healthcare programs and degrees will develop over the next few years. If you've seen the healthcare training facility and want to be a part of building it, we have many sponsorships and donation opportunities available. Help us continue to dream. Call 572-9275 to learn more about the new WSC healthcare training facility.
In the Mondack region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Mondack region together one smile at a time.
Your next step is closer than you think. With the new degree bridge program at Williston State College, you can earn your associate degree from WSE and your Bachelor of Business Administration from Dawson State University without ever leaving campus. Stay part of the WSE community and study in person with specialty options in accounting, administration, finance, human resource management. Classes start fall 2026. Visit willistonstate.edu/technology. Together, we make a difference.
Here at Montauk College, we believe in business, not options. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice in the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are.
Creation Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? Jason Brokers, their experienced team is here to make your home or selling it. With helpful buyer resources, expert guidance, you'll cover the technically acceptable way. Start your search anytime on their customers' online property search. BasonBrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real consultants. Visit BasonBrokers.com today. Let's get
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at WCCU.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Mike Gruder back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons come away with a big win by the final of 103-37 over Dawson Community College and the Buccaneers. Taking a look at the scoring breakdown, starting off for the Bucs, leading the way in scoring was Hannah McDonald. She finished with 15 points in the game on 5 of 15 shooting from the floor, including 3 of 9 from deep and 2 of 2 from the line. McDonald was the only Buccaneers score in double digits in this one. Also scoring for the Bucs was Julia Argon with 6 points in the game. Taylor Bird with 5, 4 from Taylor Evans, 3 coming in from Genesis McDonald, 3 as well from Michael Anderson, and 1 point from Lacita Sheriffs. Shooting in the second half, in the third quarter, the Bucs went 5 of 15 from the floor for 33%, 2 of 7 from deep for 28%, and did not attempt a free throw. In the fourth quarter, they were 4 of 13 from the field for 30%, 2 of 8 from deep for 25%, and 0 of 2 from the line. Overall, the Bucs shot 14 of 63 in the game for 22%, 6 of 31 for deep for 19%, and 3 of 6 from the stripe for 50%. 30 rebounds pulled down for the Buccaneers, 19 defensive, 11 offensive. Leading the way in rebounds was McDonald. She had 6 assists overall for the Bucs, 6 steals, 1 block, 21 turnovers, and 24 personal fouls committed to go along with their 37 points. Taking a look at the Tetons, they were led in scoring by Taylor Murtaugh. She had 24. She was 8 of 16 from the field, 5 of 12 from deep, and 3 of 4 from the line. 23 points coming in from Layla Heffernan. She was 8 of 10 shooting in the game, 3 of 5 from deep and 4 of 4 from the line. 14 points from Jersey Berg on 6 of 11 shooting and 2 of 2 from the stripe. Danny Jordan finished with 11 in the game on 4 of 11 and 1 of 4 from deep with 2 of 3 from the line. Also scoring in double digits was Lucia Baito with 12 off the bench, 2 of 4 shooting, 1 of those a three-pointer where she went 1 of 2, but she hit 7 out of 8 of her free throws in the game. That was the first free throw she shot in the game as well. Also scoring for Wilson State, 7 points coming in from Emily Fixico, 6 in from Lissa Peterson, and 6 from Sophie Parker. Looking at shooting percentages for the Tetons in the second half, in the third quarter, they were 7 of 17 from the floor for 41%, 1 of 6 from deep, and 9 of 11 from the line. In the fourth quarter, 8 of 16 from the field for 50%, 3 of 7 from deep for 42%, and 6 of 6 from the stripe. Overall, they shot 34 of 64 from the field for 53%, 11 of 26 from deep for 42%, and 24 of 27 from the line for 88%. Looking at rebounding, the Tetons had 50 rebounds in the game. They were a plus 20 in the rebound margin. Leading the way was Sophie Barker. She had 10 rebounds. 8 of them, leading the way is Taylor Murtaugh with 11 rebounds in the game, all of them defensive. The Tetons had 41 defensive rebounds, 9 offensive, 22 total assists led by Barker, who had 10. The Tetons had 15 steals led by Barker's 4, 8 blocks with Heffernan having 5 of them, only 13 turnovers and 8 personal